So, wieder da. Zick. Puh. Gerade 2 Instanzen mit grüner Waffe und grünem Schild getankt. Erfolgreich, möchte ich sagen. Sehr gut. Ich habe nichts anderes erwartet, Basti. Ich habe nichts anderes erwartet. Okay, haben wir noch irgendwas offen? Nö. Das heißt, wir können nach Hause. Genug schöne Pipi gemacht. Ah, der ist auch nicht mehr alleine. Einmal kurz speichern. Boah, ich könnte hier ja nicht wohnen, ne? Das wäre mir ja viel zu laut. Warte. Das ist ja geil. Guck mal, hier hat er Schuhe an. Da nicht mehr. Schuhe an. Nicht mehr. Rest until tomorrow. I'm Annie Makoto Makimura. Step 1, finding the guy. Sagawa said to try hitting the telephone clubs for girls in Makimura ring. Guess it's time to go make some calls. Okay, dann werden wir mal telefonieren gehen. Beep, 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 beep. Sorry. Pocket Tissue. Okay, nochmal. Welcome. How much time would you like today? Give me 2 hours. Thank you, sir. Please head down the hall to room number 5. Aber sehr gerne doch. He said Makoto Makimura using college-aged girls. Hope I can get lucky and find one. Hello? Oh, hi. Hey there. Hey, your voice is pretty damn cute. What are you up to? Now? Just lying around. I'm jealous. You got the day off? The baby finally went down for his nap. Now that I've got my hands free, I figured I'd call in. Housewife with a kid, that's off the mark. Guess I'd be too lucky to strike gold on the first call. This is gonna take a while. "90 minutes later."
もしもし。
ああ、もしもし。
どうもこんにちは。俺五郎言うんやけど、そっちは？
うち？あっこ。
あっこちゃんか。何や、元気なさそうやん。もっと楽しくおしゃべりしようや。
せやけどめっちゃだるいんやもん。久 久々に学校行ったけど、速攻で受けてもうた。
Class, we got a college student.
なんや自分ひょっとして女子大生？
うん、そうやけど。
I still do know she's connected to Makimura. Gotta keep digging here.
あこちゃんテレクラにはよく電話しとんの？
せやな。うち退屈なんが嫌やから遊んでくれはる人を探してんねん。
ほな外で会ったりとか？
時々な。
会う会わへんはどないして決めとるんや？
まあお腹空いてる時とか。
現金やな。飯をおごってくれたら相手は誰でもええんや。
別に誰でもええってわけやないけど。あ、そうや、五郎さんやったっけ。五郎さん入れ墨してはったりせえへん？
入れ墨やと？
うん、うちそういうのちょっと興味あんねん。
しとる言うたらどないする？
え、ほんまに？ほんまにしとるんやったらどんな柄なんか教えてくれへん？
なんでそないなことが気になるんや？
うち絵の勉強してんねん。せやけど入れ墨なんてめったに見られへんやん。せやからもし入れ墨しとる人がおったら実際に会うて生で見せてもらったりすんねん。
般若や。
え？
俺の姓には般若が入っとる。
そうなんや。般若か。
If she's interested in tattoos, she is no ordinary student, might have some criminal connections. I'm running low on time here, better make my move.
ところであっこちゃん、俺からもちょっと聞きたいんやが。
何？
牧村誠って知っとるか？
ごめん、切るわ。
Bullseye.
ちょっと待ってくれ。
何？
いやな、俺実はフリーのライターやっててな、牧村藩のこと興味あんねや。それで牧村藩を知ってる人から話聞きたいな思うててな。あこちゃん、牧村藩のこと何か知っとるんか？せやったら超大手話聞かせてもらえへんやろうか。ああ、もちろん俺はするで。絶対あっこちゃんにも牧村藩にも迷惑かけへん。どうやろか？
ほんまに？
ほんまや、ほんま。
わかった。せやったら今から岩尾橋に来て。
岩尾橋やな。
五郎さんはどんな格好してんの？
グラサンに黒のジャケット、髪は長髪を後ろで結んどる。目立つからすぐわかると思うで。
わかった。
ほな、今から岩尾橋で待っとるで。絶対来てや。
そしたら後で。
Yes! I got a girl connected to Makimura. Now I just gotta hope she actually shows. Time to head there and find out, I guess. Er hört sich voll jung an, wenn er so lange spricht. Aber er sieht mega alt aus. Oh Gott, das Auge ist voll creepy. Und schon wieder bei Nacht mit Sonnenbrille. Nein, das ist der Typ aus dem komischen...
Jo.
Ah! Das ist der komische tanzende Typ. You're the manager of the Grant, aren't you? Majima-san. Yeah, that's me. You were enjoying yourself at Odyssey last night, hmm? I saw you there. Surrounded by pretty girls all day and you still go to a cabaret on your off time? You're a real poon hound, huh? Look, that was strictly business. No need to hide it. And now you are running for the telephone club first thing in the morning. You're a real hard up, aren't you? Ja, Lara, da wurdest du hops genommen. Was? Ich hab ihn doch nur ein bisschen beobachtet. Vielleicht ein bisschen zu lange, aber... I guess that's how it must look. Das glaube ich auch. Es muss einfach danach aussehen. But wait, what's your story? The fact you've been everywhere I have means you got business with all these establishments. Chew, don't it? Yeah, 3 rounds a day just isn't enough for me, so I went up just going from spot to spot most days. What? From massage parlor to porn hut to who knows where? And shit, 3 times a day, and that's not enough. How much jizz you got in you? I asked that a lot. My libido has a reputation to uphold, but I feel like you and me are in the same boat. Das könnte interessant werden.
Yeah.
Like hell we are. So, you stopped me for a reason. I just got the feeling we are birds of a feather, that's all. Thought we could trade tips? I'm paying you mean info? Yeah, about where the cutest girls in town are, who was good at what shop, that sort of thing. I'll pass, thanks. I ain't that thirsty. That's a real shame. Still, there's way more hearties around lately, huh? If someone of them put out videos, I'd be there watching for sure. What kind of videos we talking here? You've been to the private video booth spot, right? I'm talking about the softcores they screen there. Hat er mich dabei auch beobachtet? Every time I pass a cute girl on the street, I make a note to check whether she's put a video out. God damn, you are a certifiable perv. Hey, I know you think the same thing if you saw some of these honeys. I'll let you know where to find some of my favorites. Go have a look. Maybe, if I feel like it. I'm pretty much always in one of the spots around town. Come find me if you ever want some fresh recommendations. Ja, okay. Er rennt die ganze Zeit in einer Unterhose rum. Warum? I'm supposed to meet Akko on Iwao Bridge. Guess if I head there, she'll come find me. Aber ich will erstmal dem Unterhosenmann hinterher. Was? Intervene! Ich brauche noch ein bisschen Kohle. So, erledigt. Komischen Leute mit rosanen Jacken. Ich bitte euch. Silverplate, sehr gut. Get real, you leech. Du Lauch. What's all this then? Through your little sales tax. You want us to pay a tax every time we buy something, you bloodsuckers? You'll bleed the whole country dry. I understand your anger and justified, but it's a necessary evil for the sake of the nation's people. Huh? Get stuffed. You're gonna pay sales tax on the fancy suit that you're wearing, you damn bureaucrat. This tax is only made to keep the common people down. Yeah, you're all true. That younger guy is sure taking some heat over some kind of tax issues. Guess it's my lucky day to run into the son of a bitch bureaucrat trying to spring the sales tax on us all alone in a back alley, no less.
Eh?
I don't like your tone, sir. I represent the voice of the general populace, and I'm here to tell you we are fucking pissed. Yeah, why don't we give you a little taste of public opinion? Then you'll know what oppression feels like. Please, calm down. Violence isn't the answer. Don't do this. This pot's about to boil over. Hello. Please, calm down. Shut it, asshole.
What?
Hey fellas, let's tone it down. No sense ganging up on one guy. Have a little pride, huh? What?
NANI?
You don't know who this cockroach is, do you? It's the pencil-pushing dickwad that came up with the sales tax.
Huh?
Sales tax? What? Don't you watch the news? It's a new tax they're going to start charging next year. Every time you buy something, they're going to charge you 3% more as tax. Isn't that ridiculous?
何やて
What?
何
That is some bullshit. Okay, dann verprügeln wir ihn. And this guy, the Dutchback, that's highway robbery. Whoa, I about lost it for a second there. Listen guys, I totally understand why it pisses you off, but beating this guy to a pulp isn't gonna make the sales tax go away, is it? Who gives a shit? The government needs to know what the people think of their shit policies in a way they'll understand. Direct action. Yeah! Power to the people! If you ain't part of the solution, you're part of the problem. You wanna stick up for this mosquito, then we'll show you the power of the masses too. What? So what you are really after is blowing off steam. Sure, see how far that gets ya with me. Prepare for the revolution, asshole! Okay. Super. Baseballschläger. Ich weiß halt nicht, ob das ein bisschen übertrieben ist, wegen einer Steuererhöhung von 3%, aber okay. Und es interessiert einfach keinen, dass wir mit einem Baseballschläger auf die einschlagen, aber okay. I'm sorry, I was out of line. I won't happen again. Ja. Public outrage sure fills it fast. Thank you for stepping in. Those people were out for blood. I'm Tayo Matsuzato. Tayo is as in the sun. If I may, can I buy you a drink as thanks? That's a good name. I'm Majima. No need for any thanks, though.
Yeah.
Oh no, I absolutely insist. Sounds like you got your work cut out for you, though. You some kind of political big shot? Well, I don't have much in the way of rank or power, but I am in a position to help steer the country. I came to Sotenbori for a conference on taxation policy, but I wasn't prepared to face the public about it. You're driving a tank called the government? Even if you're careful, people gonna be pissed when you steamroll them. But you're trying to make this country a better place to live, right? You gotta take some pride in that. Do you think so? I knew people would be unhappy with the new tax, but only on a logical level. When I saw how emotional they got about it, well, it was daunting. If they find out that the sales tax is only the tip of the iceberg and that there are more taxes on the way, I hate to think how the people will react.
何やて
何
More taxes? On top of the sales tax?
え
Right. Nothing's set in stone yet, but we are considering many more effective ways to generating revenue streams. In fact, at tomorrow's conference, I have to give a talk on some of those proposals. That's so. Well, I guess with everyone making such good money these days, you can't fault the government for wanting to get their hands in the pie.
え
Yes, but as you have seen firsthand, we have a considered public opinion. I wonder if I can really come up with a tax policy that everyone could live with. Good luck with that. Even if they are throwing cash into the fireplace, nobody wants the government to hold out his hand. Yeah, that's where I'm stuck. I haven't found the right balance and I'm a little lost at the moment. Well, I can't say I understand a lick of what you're trying to do, but take care of the country for us, alright?
え
Wait, Majima-san, can you help me just once more? Huh? Yeah, I got another mob waiting to string you up.
いえ
Oh no, not that. I want to get your view of taxation.
何
Das passt ja einfach so gut immer. I know less than nothing on the subject of taxes. Darf ich nochmal erwähnen, dass er Manager von einem Club ist, der eigentlich Steuern zahlen sollte? That's why you're perfect. You see, I just had this idea. Perhaps someone who is completely ignorant of taxation can offer an entirely different perspective. You think? Please, Majima-san. It's no exaggeration. The fate of this country rests on your shoulders. Will you please give me advice on taxation policy? Okay. Okay. You win. Let's talk some taxes. Thank you. Your insight will be invaluable. But this is hardly too place for it. Can we go somewhere more appropriate? Sure, lead the way. Jetzt sollen wir einen Politiker für Steuern erklären, okay. Now, you better keep in mind, I don't know the first thing about tax policy. Don't expect much from me.
え
No, that's exactly why I ask you. I know you'll have some unique insights not bound to by typical conventions. So you're basically hoping to strike gold in a copper mine? Well, let's just make sure you are not completely in the dark with a basic question. Sure. Majima-san, do you know why the government collects taxes from the people? To keep the people down. To provide public services. It's for providing public services, right? Ah, yes. That's exactly right. I'm sorry for asking such a basic question. Just as you said, Majima-san, taxes are collected mainly for providing public services. Education, medical care, the police, fire departments, and so much more are paid for by taxes. They pay for services that the people need to survive. Yeah, we gotta build roads and bridges and keep them in working order, right? But there's more to it than that.
はい
Exactly. They also serve other purposes as it pertains to general wealth, But we don't need to go into that much detail. Like I said, there's a whole lot I don't know. But aren't you interested in where your money goes? It's always good to know more about taxes. Yeah, I'm getting proper schooling here. Okay, let's shift to the main theme. Majima-san, if you were in the position of collecting taxes from the people, what would you tax? Sato-san. Tobacco. Why not charge taxes on tobacco? Tobacco, you say? Interesting. Since the government monopoly on tobacco products ended 3 years ago, there actually has been a small tax on tobacco products. Yeah, I smoke myself, so I don't really want to pay a tax on them, but I suppose they are non-essential. And if you're gonna jack up taxes, it's the non-essential stuff that you start with. People might even be more likely to understand a tax on smokes, right? I see, a tobacco tax.
Yeah.
Yep. Packs around 200 yen now. People bitch and moan, but I think they still fork over 300 yen. I see, interesting. At the 400 mark though, I think I'd have a long hard think about each pack being worth it. Yes, I think at that point I'd consider cutting back on my intake too. And what about 500 a pack? I'd probably quit cold turkey. You'd quit at 500. But... es wird heute nichts mehr. But if we raised it incrementally... He started muttering all of a sudden. What else do you think would have potential for taxation? I think something that's closely tied to everyday living would have the best potential. A tax tied to everyday living, huh? Pretty shrewd. Air. Sollen wir die Luft besteuern? How about jacking up the tax on gasoline? Ah, a gasoline tax.
Yeah.
Why not? People with cars are obvious living it up here. Why not skim a little more of the top? The price of the gas is dependent on the cost of petroleum, so people have experienced price hikes before. They should be used to price creep. Actually, there's also a provisional tariff on gas tax. Yes, there's certainly room to raise taxes without too much notice.
Oi.
Ey, why are you muttering? Also einige Stellen bei Borderlands 2 sind nervig. Katzi, du bist ja immer noch wach. Wow. Und ja, sind sie. Ja, sind sie. Yeah, feeling that one either.
Yeah.
Oh no, far from it. I think it's a fantastic idea. I will definitely follow up on it. Oh, good to hear. Majima-san, anything else? Do you have anything else to say on the matter of taxation? Anything else about taxation? Sorry. Nein, das war nur gerade eine Feststellung, weil das absolut nicht deine Uhrzeit eigentlich ist. Mich stört's jetzt nicht. Ist heute eh ein sehr ruhiger Stream, was ich aber auch ziemlich gut finde. Ich finde es sehr schön. Oh yeah, right. Well, I was thinking about the sales tax those goofballs were all reeled up about. Yes? So next year we gotta start paying 3% on top of everything we buy, right?
Eh.
Yes, that's how it works. Well, why stop at 3%? Sure, you can go in at that rate, but wouldn't you get more if you bumped it up?
Eh?
That would be impossible. Majima-san, you saw what happened. Just a 3% tax caused so much outrage. People wanted to tear me up. To charge more would probably end in open revolt. Es ist Samstag, hab Bastle die Sachen mit 2 FA geschafft. What? Hat Bastele die Sache... oh Gott. Nein, ich habe Frame Drops. Jetzt nicht mehr. Basti soll das werden. Also, hat Basti die Sache mit 2 FA geschafft? Du meinst die Sache mit dem Tanken? Ja. Das hat er geschafft. Mit grüner Waffe.
Ja.
No, Tayo-chan. You ain't thinking. People are pissed cause you sprang a new thing on them and yet had a turtle up. You gotta think about the long game. The long game? Familiarity's a scary thing, my friend. Sure, people are bitching and moaning about this shiny new tax, but once it becomes a regular part of life, they'll move on to the next thing to bitch and moan about. And that's when you start gradually turning the screws. Every time you hike it up a little, you'll get some more bubbling. But they won't be screaming bloody murder like the first time you introduced the text. Wanna know why? Ach so, mit der Zwei-Faktor-Authentifizierung. Oh, jetzt weiß ich wieder. Weiß ich nicht. Basti hatte jetzt nichts mehr dazu geschrieben. Because they're used to getting screwed. If something they have already accepted gets a little worse, it's just the fact of life doing what they do. So if you want to pull it in the cash, you got to have a plan to really amp up the sales tax. Majima-san, I'm getting goosebumps. And I think you're terrifying, actually. Are you even of this earth? You really want to know? No, not really. Then, if the sales tax were to be raised, how high do you think it should go? How high should it go? You're starting at 3%, right? Let me see here. 50%! Say around 8%. Oh, I see 8% actually. That's a good number. It's neither too close too far from the double-digit 10% they're sold. There would be dissent among the people, but I imagine it could actually be workable. Basti soll Bastele werden. Oder Bastele. Ich glaube Barstili. Der Barstili. Ja, moin. Servus, Barstili. Yeah, but an 8% sales tax bump, 100 yen thing to 108. That sure hurt my enthusiasm. Boah, was für ein Wort. For buying pricey stuff. Maybe if we went from the initial 3% up to 5%, waited a little longer, and then hiked it up to proposed 8%, then eventually we...
Boy.
Enough with this muttering under the breath, Tayo-chan. Oh, sorry, I was lost in my thoughts. Ich liege im Bett auf der Seite und tippe mit einem Finger. Okay, das ist eine Entschuldigung. Das ist eine Entschuldigung. Warte mal. Da gibt es aber auch ein... Das, finde ich, passt auch sehr gut. Majima-san, I'm so glad I took the time to speak with you. You're a wealth of ideas.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, That was useful. Useful doesn't begin to describe it. Please take this. It's just a token of my thanks. Primeval Spirit Stone, okay. Hast du verkümmerte Namen schon mal? Ja, um die Uhrzeit ist das aber okay. Okay, I better get going. I need to get back to the hotel and prepare my presentation for the text conference tomorrow. Atta boy, do your country proud, Yahir.
Hi.
Will it do, Majima-san? I'll be sure to work in your advice. See you. Uh-oh. Hazi? What? Whew, never figured I'd be in a position to give a guy in the business of running our country advice. Tayo-chan seemed to get a handle on how to go about jacking up taxes too. Good for him. Wait, jacking up taxes? Did I just... If taxes go up, is it my fault? Na, no way! Das fällt ihm jetzt auf. Ah, es fällt ihm jetzt auf. Wie dumm ist der denn? Hallo?